Okay, so I've been thinking about a lot of ways on how I could make my playthroughs a bit more interesting, and it came to me that what if I'm in the game? Like me as a person. I'm not gonna role play anybody else. It would be me, how I make decisions in real life. Of course, there will be some adjustments. I mean, I don't have any military background, so there's that. But basically, how I would interact with people, that's how I'm gonna do it for this particular playthrough. Um, I mean, as the I think as the video progresses, you'll understand a bit more. So let's start with the classic startup of the game.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself, for my wife, for my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes. War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Okay, so what did I mean about role playing as myself? So as I mentioned before, it would depend on how I would normally interact with people in real life, how I would assess certain situations. So there's going to be a bit of a tweak since I don't have a military background again. So let's just say that it would just I will have basic training and I have some sort of experience with in the military. So there's that. But in terms of how I would interact with people, how I would answer questions, how I would react to certain situations, like if I would be, I don't know, confused or scared or brave, I don't know. I mean, depending on the situation, that's how I'm gonna do this particular playthrough. So I'm going to try to be as genuine as I can. Um, and I mean, let's see. I think it would be really interesting, at least from my perspective, since I wouldn't be necessarily targeting a specific ending. And since it's been a while since I've actually played through the whole game, um, I think this is a good starting point. Like, if I'm in the game, if I'm in the Fallout universe, how would things work out? How would things end up and which side I'll be on? Um, who would be my friends? Who would be my enemies? Stuff like that. So, for now, I'm going to be starting with trying to achieve at least the closest thing to how I look like in person. Now, bear in mind how this would turn out. The guy that you see on the screen right now, he's a lot more good looking than me in real life. Like, my player is a lot more good looking compared to me in real life. So, there's that. So, this is how I would look like in the Fallout universe. And let me just turn off the radio in the room so that we don't get any copyright. Now I'm just going to be
Good
exploring
morning, sir. Your
the
coffee.
house for a bit. You can feel free to
173.5
skip
degrees
ahead
Fahrenheit.
so that you could
Brewed to
go in, or
perfection.
you could look
And
into how
today's
I would allocate
newspaper
my
just
stats. I mean, my
delivered.
initial stats.
Grognak the Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite. Hmm. More of the same. Hey, Codsworth.
Enjoy your coffee, sir. Oh, sounds like someone made a statement. I shall attend to young Shaw.
I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Hey, hun.
Nervous? Don't be. Everyone's gonna love the speech.
Now, who left those here? It's a little early to be drinking. I'm so proud of her. Good old USA. Nuka-Cola. Ice cold. Looks like the milk got delivered. Saddle up Salisbury steak. Graded A+.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
Good morning. Vaultec calling.
Good morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for... It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid, and coming sooner than you may think, if you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
Sounds great.
Oh, it is. Believe you me. Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. I just need to verify some information. That's all.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid. Splendid. Now, let's see.
Okay, so I will just input my nickname here. Alright, so let's start with allocation. Now, for strength, I mean, I'm not necessarily strong. So I would say I would put in maybe two stats here. For perception, I can't really gauge it for, I mean, in real life. For endurance, I mean, I would say I'm pretty fit, so I'll put in three. For charisma, I wouldn't say I'm very charismatic, but I know how to deal with different people. So I'll put in four, additional four. So let's set it to five. For intelligence, I'm not too smart, and I wouldn't say I'm dumb. So let's put in five as well. So halfway. For agility, I mean, I'm not too old, so I would say four. I mean, I would say I'm pretty agile. Now, for perception, still can't gauge it. I wouldn't say I'm lucky. So let's just leave it at that for now. And then for the rest, let's add into strength or maybe endurance. Let's do endurance and charisma and then intelligence. Yeah, I think that should be good.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Mr. Matt, Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
Um, I mean, I don't know if this is relevant, but I could actually relate to Nate, well, the protagonist, because I actually have
Wonder
my
what
own
Sean will grow up to
family.
be.
So I also have a son and I have a wife. So, I mean, we're pretty similar in that respect.
He
So
loves that.
I could relate. I could relate to him. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Followed by, yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation. We seem to have lost contact with our
say?
affiliate stations.
Oh my god.
What's going on?
That's, confirmed reports, I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My god.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
It's okay.
Leave the bags! Who cares?
Just help me pack it up!
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered,
Head to the gate!
That's absurd! I am
Not on the
Vault
list.
Tech.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this!
Now, I wish there was some way that we could bring in the Vault that guy. I mean, he deserves to be in the Vault.
Infant,
So,
adult male.
I mean, I don't
adult
know. I mean, I
female.
wish the devs could have
Okay,
added
go ahead.
that option, so that we could take him in
What's gonna happen to all
and,
those people outside the
try
gate?
and save him.
You can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform, in the center!
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Hold on!
Can't this thing move faster?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Okay, I mean, I don't know how I would react to that. I mean, if you were in that situation wherein you would see nuclear bombs falling, just, I don't know, maybe that's just outside of their
We
city or
did it.
maybe within their city,
We made it.
you know, and you
We made
barely
it.
get out of it. So how would you react to that? Because I wouldn't
Everyone,
know.
please
I mean,
step
I
off
would
the
probably
elevator and
panic at
proceed up the
first,
stairs in an
although
orderly
I would make
fashion.
sure that my
No need to
family
worry,
is
folks. We'll
safe.
get everyone situated in your new
That would be
home.
my priority,
Vault
but I would
111.
be
A
panicking
better
for the
future
most part. So, I mean,
underground.
if
So we
you're
chose.
watching this,
Yes, up the stairs.
if you got to this
Can't
point,
believe
feel free to
it.
share
A
like how would you
minute later.
react if
No,
the
no.
nuclear
Don't get
or if the nuclear war
Huh?
happens.
and through the door
This
there.
is our new home.
Mail.
This way.
Vault Tech is here for you. All new residents, please proceed in an orderly fashion.
A little high, but
Just
this
this
way.
way. Welcome. Pick
Here
up a
you
seat
are.
right over
Head
there.
down the hall there.
Female and infant.
Drugs are good.
Right over there, please.
Just step over to the table.
Over there. Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
Hey,
You're
hon.
gonna love
We made it.
This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C.
How long do you think we'll be down here?
What if they didn't make it?
Oh, we'll be
I know
going
this is
over
a
all that in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get through first.
It's a good fit, don't you
Just
think?
checking
The
everyone
vault
out
suit
the
is
list.
designed to be fashionable as well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
Such a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Hon,
Just step in here.
gonna be
and
okay,
put Your
right?
vault suit on.
who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
There he is. See? Daddy's not going far.
All set? Just
Hey,
step
hon.
inside.
Go ahead. I just want to give Sean a moment.
You know, I think it's a really nice touch that the devs added that part wherein you could check in on your family first before you got into the decontamination pod, just to make sure that they're okay.
Pressurize you
You know, I mean, I
before we
really
head deeper in
appreciate
the
that
vault.
part.
Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here.
No, no. I got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to
Now, I wish there was an option so that, or at least show that the main character is banging on the decontamination pod. Because I mean, I saw my wife get shot. I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be furious. I'm gonna be scared. And I would want to check on her. So there should have been more emotion in that scene. But I mean, hey, Bethesda, if you're gonna be seeing this video, perhaps in your next game, you could do that. If you're going to provide a similar scenario to players like this.
Cryogenic array. All residents must vacate immediately.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God! I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
Emergency exit door override.
Now, I'm not a fan of insects of any kind. So if I see a huge cockroach, I would be questioning, like, what is happening? What's going on? Now, while I was playing the game, I was thinking, why didn't they give the players an option to have some sort of weapon at the start of the game, like a
Giant
melee weapon?
roaches?
Because you wouldn't
What the
normally hit
hell?
a huge cockroach with your fist. But then going back, I I mean there was a baton. I think it's a police baton. So yeah, I mean that's my fault. I mean if you have played through Fallout and you've always picked that up and you got frustrated on why I didn't pick it up, I'm really sorry about that.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Yep, just fisting my way out of the vault. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Um, yeah, but for entertainment's sake, let's keep it in. But it sounded, in my head, it didn't sound so wrong. But then when it came out, it's like, oh no. But I mean, yeah, I mean, for entertainment's sake, I mean, I was literally like using my fist to get out of the vault. So I would say I would
Nice.
justify that it's
Coming back later
still,
for you.
the appropriate term.
Terminal should open this.
Okay, so I did say that I'm going to be role playing as myself, and I mean, I would justify being at the very least proficient in using a pistol is because of I would say my military background in the game. So, but in real life, I mean, I've only held I've only held a gun, but I've never fired one. So I wouldn't know. I mean, like in terms of recoil or how to reload and stuff like that, I'm not familiar with it. But just for the game, I'm gonna say that I have experience with using firearms.
Is this all that's left?
Now, I know this might not be the most important thing, but if I'm in this situation, I would actually be changing into new clothes, at least cleaner ones than what I was wearing.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
Now, before exiting the vault, I actually had some doubts in terms of the allocation of my initial stats, particularly with intelligence. I thought to myself that maybe I'm thinking too highly of myself. So I reduced my intelligence to at least 5 and then reallocated it to strength and to agility because I think that would be more appropriate or at least realistic as to how I am. Sorry, I changed it to endurance rather than strength. So yeah.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Now, if again I'm in this situation, I would probably be looking around as to what happened, you know. I would try to look for people who might be in the vicinity, see if anyone's alive at all. I mean, after that incident, and just try and look for anything that I could use before I proceed with going back home. So that would be what's next on my agenda. So going back home. So see here, we got some ammo, So I think it's useful. I mean, if you're in this situation, to look around, inspect your surroundings. I mean, you would see here there are skeletons all around, so it might be best to find something that you could defend yourself. At least that's how I would approach the situation if ever I'm in it.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth? You're still here. So, other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the wife see you in that state, Where is the missus, by the way?
Now, I would see myself being in denial if I get to this point. I mean, I wouldn't be able to absorb it immediately
She can't be
that I
dead.
saw my wife get
She
shot and
can't
my
be.
baby taken
I'm
from
in a
me.
dream.
So I would be panicking. I would,
I'm in a
yeah,
bad
I would be
dream.
thinking
Sir, these
that I'm
things
in a
you're
bad
saying,
dream.
these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
It doesn't make sense. There's just no reason someone would take my son.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years?
I mean, it's like 200
Are you-
years.
A
Like
bit
that's.
over 210, actually, sir.
I mean,
Or
if you were
210,
in that
rather.
situation
Years
wherein
rotation
you
and
would
some minor dings
know
to the
that you've
old
been
chronometer.
asleep for
That
200
means
years,
you're
how would you
2
react? Because I
centuries
wouldn't
late
know.
for dinner.
I mean, it
Perhaps
might
I
take
can whip you up a
hours
snack?
or days before I could fully absorb that I've been asleep for 200
Codsworth,
years.
you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! The car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
I don't know, Codsworth.
Follow me. Picking up not this time. flies. Wait, my senses are picking up movement in another house. Follow me! What's all this then? Peekaboo! Oh, no, I'm not done with you. Not even in the slightest. Howdy-ho! Jolly good show all around. Mr. Matt, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, sir. What about the city? Concord is nearby, and, well, the people there have only shot at me a few times.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station?
So this is it for this series that I will call If I Was in Fallout, and I'll try to keep this format and be as genuine as possible in terms of the decisions that I'll be making in the game. So this is it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!